welcome to Two Guys One Anime. I'm Mishori.
And my name is the Holy Apple.
And today we are doing another bracket fight. This one is, or claims to be, the best anime of all time.
Oh, that's going to be very controversial.
Yeah, I was going to say. Yeah. So this is the best anime of all time. Obviously, these ain't made by us, so we're just trying to pick the best of what we've been given.
At the end of the day, it's our opinion.
Yeah.
And that's all that matters. And so, fuck your opinion.
Yeah. There may be...
maybe not agree to what I say every time.
The thing is, there may be animes in here that should be in here and they're not. You know, there's that argument as well. So,
yeah.
We have to just go with what we've been given. Yeah, so let's start away with Dr. Stone versus Bleach.
Bleach.
I have to agree because I don't feel like Dr. Stone's had enough, if I'm honest.
No, Dr. Stone's not cemented itself nearly enough, and not to mention, Bleach has been. Bleach is basically one of the grandfathers of anime, and on top of that, it's got its new season coming out soon. So
yes, yeah.
If it's not out already, it depends when this video goes up.
I feel like the big problem with this is I don't even think this will ever get to what Bleach is because
it will never be Bleach status. No.
I think it's quite short because I think the manga's already finished for Dr. Stone, so I don't think we're going to get many more series anyway. Probably a couple of films and that'd be it. Whereas Bleach has had absolutely tons of content, and like you said, you've still got.
It's had 3 films, I think. I want to say 300 episodes, and it's still coming more. So.
Yeah, and we still got more. So Bleach it is. Overlord
VS Re Zero.
Now,
I don't think you've seen either of these, have you?
I've seen like snippets of it, not actually fully watched them. If I'm going off of like,
I'd have to go Re Zero.
Yeah.
Because I love Overlord. Overlord's a fantastic anime, but Re Zero, the story it's a lot better, I've got to admit. Because it's more to do... Like, the protagonist isn't like the overpowered, can do absolutely anything kind of protagonist. Yeah. It's a case of he dies a lot in this anime.
Yeah.
Spoiler warning, but you'll figure all that out.
Yeah, nice.
And it's basically just a massive story of him trying to like get the best possible outcome, but then stuff happens.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
I'm trying not to spoil it, but...
No, it's fine, it's fine.
No. Re Zero is a story.
Re Zero, right. Fate Order, is that Fate Night?
Yeah, it looks like Fate.
Not too sure which one. Bryce Neverland. I heard good things when this started, and then I heard that the ending was pretty bad, by all accounts. Or it wasn't...
I've not watched either of them, so I can't give a proper opinion on it.
I want to go off of what I've seen. I've seen better clips of Fate than I have of the Promised Neverland.
That's fair enough.
So it's very... we can't fully judge it. Like you said, we've not seen them. But off of what I've seen, I want to watch Fate. Promised Neverland I do want to watch, but after hearing about the ending, I'm a little bit...
iffy on it.
Yeah. So, Fate it is.
Fate it is.
Steins Gate and Assassinations Classroom by the looks of it.
Just due to the fact that I never finished watching Assassinations Classroom, but I did watch all of Steins Gate. I'm going with Steins Gate.
I would say Steins Gate as well, if I'm honest.
I love Assassinations Classroom, much like the previous argument with Overlord. It's a good anime. It didn't manage to keep me hooked throughout the entire thing.
Yeah.
So I kind of lost interest. I think it was near towards the end, but not getting to the end. Steins Gate kind of kept me invested through the whole thing. So
yeah, Steins Gate.
I'd say Steins Gate would be better.
Gate.
What is that?
Haven't you heard I'm Sakamoto versus Prison School?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I'm not being funny, right? This is one that I think we have seen the intro for and both said that we'd like to see it. Like, it looks promising. But literally having to go off of what I've seen...
I'm not voting Prison School.
I have to go Prison School. Prison School won't make it any further, I'll be honest with you. I'm confident they won't make it any further, but just because I've seen one and not seen that, I have to go with Prison School. That's fine. That's the only logic.
I'm pretty sure...
Go on.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure the other anime is probably a banging anime and just outdoes Prison School completely.
100%. 100%. This is probably absolutely amazing compared to this. But I've seen this. I haven't seen this yet. So, Prison School it is. Right.
Just have to go with variables.
91 days and Blockade Battlefront, which I've never even heard of.
So this is going to be terrific. I don't know either of them.
I've heard of 91 days. I've not heard of Blockade Battlefront, so I haven't got a clue.
91 days then? You've heard of one, not the other.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we can't judge it more than that.
No.
Guilty Crown. And what is the other one?
I don't know. Looks interesting, though. I really don't know.
There's another one of the things. I haven't seen the first one. Guilty Crown, I've heard its intro music and it sounds amazing.
I'm interested to watch Guilty Crown, if I'm honest.
Yeah, me too.
I think it is on my Crunchyroll list, if I'm being brutally honest. So I'm just going to go with that. This does look interesting, though. I just don't know what it is.
No idea.
Seraph of the End, Vampire Rain, or Soul Eater? Soul Eater. I'm not even
Soul Eater, every day of the week.
Fuck that. Right. Bleach Re Zero.
Bleach vs Re Zero. Do you go with the grandfather or the up and coming, well, one of the new story bestsellers, I suppose? Best storytellers. Close enough.
We're going with best anime of all time.
Alright, so if it's going to be best anime of all time, what is the criteria that we're going to try and fill?
Oh, God.
Because what has it got to have? It's got to have something. It's got to have something iconic.
It has to have a bit of everything, doesn't it? Is the idea. Like, it has to tick as many boxes as possible in terms of, like, how good the animation is, how good the story is, how likable the characters.
I wouldn't say animation because otherwise, if this argument for sake.
I think I know what you're going to say.
Yeah, you can't say animation quality.
You could.
No, because in that argument, Bleach is, 10, 15 years old? Re Zero came out 2 years ago.
Yeah, but Bleach is animation now.
Yeah, but we don't know what it actually looks like yet, because we've only seen snippets.
I've seen enough snippets to know that it's going to look better than Re Zero.
Okay. You can say so.
No, I mean, if you tick all boxes...
The point I'm getting is I'm not having animation. I'll probably throw it out there and say it's got to have something iconic that you know the series for.
For me, that's you can't say
narrative.
that. You can't say that.
It's the greatest anime of all time. It's got to have something iconic. That is like the rule.
Yeah, but bringing that, they've both got that.
So that's a good thing. For Re Zero, the iconic, they've got Rem. They've got the whole death thing, the death loop kind of situation going on. That's pretty much unique to their anime.
I'll be honest. I want to say Bleach.
I'm happy with Bleach because I
want to say Bleach.
I'm just trying to set criteria.
But Re Zero is only going out now
because it's gone
because it's up against Bleach. Yeah. Whereas if this was up against fucking like Prison School and 91 Days, this is blitzing that.
That is just insulting.
Blitzing it. Like it's not even a competition. Fate versus Steins Gate. What are we saying?
Steins Gate. I'm sorry, it's too good.
Yeah, because we haven't seen this. Yeah.
Steins Gate itself is a good anime. Fate is... Part of me thinks that I would actually vote Fate if I had watched it.
Yes, I get that feeling as well.
It's got like it's an iconic line of series, so
yeah,
I'm in that mindset.
Yeah, going off of clips, it looks really quite good. So I'd say.
I just feel bad for what I'm about to say for this next one.
I hate the fact that Prison School might actually get further than I thought.
The fact that Prison School is getting further than fucking Re Zero is a travesty.
That is the problem. Again, if we've seen 91 Days, I bet 91 Days is actually solid.
Right, I'll tell you what, because I don't want to accept this, I'm going to go look at a trailer for 91 Days. I'm not having it go any further.
5 minutes later. Right, pick 91 Days.
Not even 5 minutes, I'm watching a 30-second clip.
I'm pretty sure we've seen the intro for it and it was shit.
It's not.
No, the intro was shit. the actual animation looked
solid.
solid.
Yeah, okay.
The song was terrible. I'm pretty sure we said trash for the song, but the animation looks really good. I think is it set like World War or something? Was that the one?
World War One. It is about spy / assassin. Yep, 91 days of going through.
Right, fuck it.
I even sent it to you, so you can confirm if you want.
No, I don't need to. Guilty Crown or Soul Eater? Soul Eater? It's got to be Soul Eater.
Soul Eater. It's another one of the grandfather animes in my eyes.
Yeah, boy.
It's Bleach vs Steins Gate. Again, I go Bleach, but it's an interesting one. I can see where the final bracket's going to be on this half.
Yeah, it's definitely Bleach, and then we won't even get
Soul
into
Eater
it.
again.
We won't even get into it. Right, Bleach Soul Eater.
See, that's the tough one because actually, no, I'd probably still say Bleach.
I would as well.
Just because I know Soul Eater's got a lot of. It's not as iconic as Bleach, but it is still like one of the most fondly remembered animes of all time. Because it's like, I think Paper Moon's one of its favorite, like most famous songs they use in an intro.
Yeah.
And then the story itself is fantastic in my eyes.
Yeah, it's got to be. It's definitely Bleach.
Yeah, but when it comes to Bleach, there's just so much more that's iconic in it.
But the fact that it's got to a semi-final is solid in itself.
I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that reaching semi-final.
We can take that. Right, what we got here? We've got Hunter x Hunter or Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
That's a stinger.
I'm
Hunter x Hunter.
You saying Hunter x Hunter? I'm saying Full Metal.
I'm going Hunter x Hunter because Hunter x Hunter had a longer run than Full Metal did. And on top of that, again going with like the argument of Bleach as well. It's one of those old animes that kind of set the stage for everything else.
Yeah,
I don't think Full Metal Alchemist did the same thing.
But it is
like
iconic.
The original.
But it is iconic. I mean, so is
Hunter or Full Metal.
Full Metal. Like,
yeah, Full Metal's iconic, no doubt about that.
I see what you're saying with Hunter x Hunter.
It's got it's like Colonel Mustang's probably my favorite character from Full Metal Alchemist. But it's a case of, even though it's got my favorite character in it, I still go Hunter x Hunter because the narrative and storytelling. Even that doesn't sound right. That sounds like Full Metal winning that as well. I'm trying to weigh up the options now.
I think Full Metal.
I tell you what, I've done a 180. Yeah, put Full Metal through. I'm saying that because I'm like remembering in my head like all the story behind Full Metal Alchemist and like how all leads up to like the final and everything like that. And I think it does that much better than Hunter x Hunter does.
Yeah.
So
no, that makes sense. That makes sense. We've got a domestic girlfriend, and I believe that this is Your Lie in April. Again, I've not seen either of them. I'm gonna go off of Your Lie in April because I've heard good things about it. That's all. That's my only argument. I don't know anything about this one, but this one I want to watch myself, and I've heard like it's actually semi decent. So we're just judging off that. Don't kill us. Akame Ga Kill or Sword Art Online? What are you saying?
You had to make it creepy, didn't you?
Yes. No. I mean, I feel like a lot of people would probably be pointing towards Sword Art. Like it's probably more known and more spoke about. I'd imagine it had more series and stuff. But I can't go against Akame Ga Kill because it's so fucking good.
No, I agree with you. I think Sword Art Online is at the point where it's overdone.
Yeah.
And it was good when it was its first original season, and it was just completely new. You get trapped in a VR sim, etc. But then they did a second season, then they did a third season, and it's just like after that, it's just overkill.
Yeah. Whereas this did 2 seasons, both solid.
But not even. Was it even 2 seasons?
It was 1 season, but it was split. It was one of them.
Right.
It had a different intro for the first 12 to the second 12, so I'd imagine it was a split anime, but it was just, I think it was just 24 like that came out, or 26. It might be 13 and 13. It was one of the
24
two.
sounds right.
Yeah, but mate, they smashed it. It's so good.
Yeah, for storytelling, Akame Ga Kill's like way up there in my eyes.
Yeah, 100%.
Ooh, this one's gonna divide people.
Demon Slayer and Black Clover.
Yep. This would divide a lot of people.
I'm saying Demon Slayer.
Yep.
I've not seen Black Clover. I do want to watch it.
I've watched Black Clover up till episode, like, I think it was 110 or something like that.
Yeah.
It lost me after that.
Yeah.
I know technically that's apparently where it's supposed to get really, really good because it's getting towards like the finale and etc. But Demon Slayer, I'm just constantly invested in it. Like,
yeah,
I've watched the Mugen Train, like, it's pretty much as soon as it came out because I was that hyped about it. And then the new seasons, as they were coming out, I was watching episodes as they were releasing, and I don't do that for many anime.
Yeah, it's Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer.
100%.
Every day of the week. What the?
We're not even going to get into this because we don't know what this is.
I don't know what it is, but I'm kind of curious. I'm not going to lie.
Well, it's called Tiger and Bunny, so write that down for yourself, and then we'll move on.
Yeah, I'm going to make a mental note of that. I'm going to investigate after this video.
But it's My Hero because we don't know what that is. Code Geass and Death Note.
Ooh, okay, that's an interesting fight, actually.
I've not seen either of them again. I want to say Code Geass.
I'm not sure, you know. Part of me wants to go Code Geass because the whole narrative behind it is incredible from my perspective. It's like one of the best. It's probably one of the best storytelling animes I've watched because of like how the start builds up and it goes through it, then gets to the finale and what actually happens at the finale.
Yeah,
but I can say something similar to Death Note because a lot of the story in that is like trying to find out who Kira basically is.
Death Note does get talked about a lot more. That's the thing.
It's just more popular. There's no problem with that. It's just like which is better though. In my eyes.
We are talking about. I mean, this is where we've probably done wrong with Akame Gala Kill. We're talking about best animes of all time. Yes, it is our opinion, but you also want to sort of take on.
I don't care how popular it is.
I do. I will take that into consideration.
I won't. It's like I'm sorry if there was let's say for example there's a My Hero Academia anime out there and nobody knows about it, but it's as good as My Hero Academia, I'm gonna scream from the fucking rooftop. It's one of the best animes of all time. That's just how it is. But obviously that doesn't exist because people find animes everywhere. I'll tell you what, because Code Geass had a longer run and it's older, not just. I think it is a bit old. I'm not sure actually. Death Note might be older. But anyway, it's not like it has 2 seasons, but both seasons tie into each other. Like you can't. It's probably one of the very few animes where the entire story is just constantly fluid and running.
Yeah. And
it all links together in some way or other.
Yeah.
Whereas I think quite a lot of animes nowadays, they have like these odd episodes here and there that just don't contribute anything or just there for the sake of it. So that.
I'm gonna go Code Geass, yeah.
Sorry for any Death Note fans, but yeah, Attack on Titan. I'm sorry, Tokyo Ghoul.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna fight this. There's no point.
Tokyo Ghoul is a fantastic anime. It looks amazing, but Attack on Titan, I'm sorry.
Mob Psycho. I believe this looks like Laid Back Camp. I think. Might be wrong.
Mob Psycho.
But I'm still Mob Psycho.
I've watched all of Mob Psycho. I haven't heard about Laid Back Camp or whatever it is. Full Metal. I'm sorry.
I'm just going to cut in here just quickly because we've now seen all the animes that are in this list.
Most of them, yeah.
There's no JoJo.
There is no JoJo now. That's a good thing. And
there's no Dragon Ball either. Yeah, there's no One Piece either.
No One Piece, no Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah. So when people start getting like pissed off with what we end up with, don't, because there is obviously animes that haven't been put in there.
Yeah.
That could have been.
I would even throw Hellsing into the hat of best anime of all time.
You definitely could do.
But it's like it's not even in it.
Yeah. Pokemon.
Technically, yeah, it is an anime.
You could chuck it in. You literally could. I mean, it's super popular. You know, it's had a load of content made for it. So
how many episodes is Pokemon on? It's got to be over 1,000, surely.
In my head, I was thinking 500. I know they've got like a ton of films though. Ton of films.
They're definitely double digits on films. I can't remember how many.
So it's like the content's there for it to be considered as,
Even
best anime of all time. I personally wouldn't say it's the best anime of all time, but it could be in this list.
Yeah, I would say another argument is I think it's called Case Zero, the random Crunchyroll anime that's got like the little detective person.
Case closed.
It's closed. That's it.
Yeah.
It's 1,000 episodes, so it's been going a long time, but it's not in this.
Gin-sama.
Gin-sama's another one.
Yeah.
Inuyasha. Not in it.
So there's a ton. So don't get pissed off with us. We're working with what we've got.
We're doing what we can with what we've got.
So carry on with this. Full Metal.
I'm happy with Full Metal.
No argument.
Oh, I don't want to do a Akame kill 30, but so I'm sorry, Demon Slayer wins.
But it is going out to Demon Slayer, and I think that ain't that bad.
I'm happy it's going out to Demon Slayer, not something like a prison school.
Yeah,
like, I'm much happier with that result.
Literally. Yeah, Demon Slayer.
My Hero Academia versus Code Geass. Sorry, My Hero. I love the narrative that's done in Code Geass, and I love the ending for Code Geass. But My Hero Academia has a way more like character development throughout the entirety of it, so it stands on its own feet with just that. Never mind everything else along with it. Attack on Titan and Mob Psycho.
It's got to be Attack on Titan, and it surely it has to be.
I'd say yes, because I've not seen season 3, so I can't.
No, don't get me wrong. Yeah, this is amazing.
It's incredible, yeah. The fact it's going out to Attack on Titan is good.
Attack on Titan is Attack on Titan genuinely is one of the best of like.
It's one of the most iconic animes of modern day. So
yeah, it has to be.
It is what it is. Full Metal Demon Slayer. I'd probably say Demon Slayer.
Demon, yeah.
Because I do love Full Metal, but Demon Slayer.
It's just ticking all the boxes at the moment.
No, I might actually say Full Metal. I've just thought about it.
I'm sticking with Damon. It ticks a lot of boxes, and it's still very.
It ticks a lot of boxes, but
it's still very early.
It is very early. You are right, but I'm just thinking when it comes to character development and storytelling, it's pretty much all the same. If thinking about it, because Tanjiro, all he really does is get more confident. He meets is it Onosuke, the boar?
Yeah.
But meets them. He doesn't really have a character change, which isn't a bad thing. He's still a bloody hilarious character and really good. Zenitsu, he doesn't change his character whatsoever. He kind of learns how to use his Thunder Mastery a bit better in the second season. Nezuko gets the new form, which I suppose is growth in a way.
That is growth. That's the character development there. Which is, I think, a lot of people want to see anyway.
Yeah. It's all about chasing Muzen and like the upper demons. But then you look at Full Metal Alchemist, the whole story starts because Edward did a really stupid alchemy, ends up losing his brother to switch into a suit of armor, loses an arm and a leg, I think, as well. And then the entire story is pretty much he has to go traveling to find a way to undo the curse that's on his brother so he can get his brother back. But then he ends up unraveling this huge storyline of homunculuses that have infiltrated the army. And there's a whole convoluted storyline that's based on politics and whatnot that they need to basically kill these homunculus to try and then eventually bring his brother back and undo all the alchemy curses that were done because of that. But I don't know. It feels like Full Metal Alchemist is a lot more emotional than Demon Slayer is, in my eyes.
Would you, with you seeing both of them, sit here now and say that Full Metal Alchemist, if this was the final...
If this was the final,
and you're going off of Full Metal being the best anime of all time, or would you say Demon Slayer is the best anime of all time? With what we've got, not with where they're going. Let's say we're just going off of what content we've got. Yeah. What are you saying?
With what we've got currently,
because I could say Full Metal on that basis, but the problem is I'm always bringing in. Where's Demon Slayer gonna go? And it's probably wrong to do that because I'm doing the same with My Hero. I'm thinking, where's that gonna go?
I've not thought about where's it going because honestly, I don't have a bloody clue.
I'm thinking, where's it gonna go? How much more story we got? Like, we could be sitting here like 10 years later, and you'd go, Demon Slayer was one of the greatest animes ever made, but it's finished now, type thing, yeah. And you could be sitting there going, it had like 250 episodes. It had like 7 films. it's one of the most accomplished animes made of all time. But we're not there yet.
No. Whereas Full Metal, I don't think Brotherhood is fully. No, Brotherhood has been finished. I think literally Full Metal Alchemist is a done story now at this point.
I think they're
only
on
like
to
adding
else.
to it, if anything.
Yeah. I'm gonna go Brotherhood because I don't feel like Demon Slayer is there yet. I think it will be, and I'm gonna say the same for this. I think My Hero could get there, but compared to Attack on Titan, it's not there yet. Whereas Attack on Titan, we're nearly finished.
I'm not going to judge it off just being finished though, because
no, but it's when you've got like more of a complete story, it's easier for you to go. You see the whole picture of what the anime teams were going for, and you kind of go, "Oh yeah, I understand that now." Like I can see what they're gone for. But it's very hard.
I'm going to be really critical.
Go on.
So this is my critical opinion of like both animes. So My Hero Academia is about how someone who didn't have a quirk is growing up and becoming like the top hero, basically. That's the entire story. Then you've got Attack on Titan.
Spoiler alert.
Where the entire story is basically to the founding times. It's not even related to Eren.
Yeah.
And then it becomes related to Eren, and then it becomes related to his father. Then it's brother Zeke.
Yeah.
And then it's all this other shit goes off with like Marland and everything like that.
Yeah.
And it ends up being like global warfare. So
I tell you
on that alone, I'd say Attack on Titan.
I'm gonna say Attack on Titan, right? Based on one clip that I found really interesting the other day on a short. And it was a girl had decided to re-watch Attack on Titan. She's watched it. She's watched it all up to the point where we're at, and she went, "I'm going to re-watch it." And she pulled up the clip of when Annie attacks them when they're out on the horses.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's a bit where Raina goes to cut her neck, and she grabs him. And you think, at that split second, you go, "Oh, he's dead." Because it's in front of Armin and it's in the front of Berchtold, I think. I think they're the three.
Yeah.
And she grabs hold of him and he cuts his way out.
Yeah.
But there's a look between Annie and Raina when it happens. And knowing what we know now.
Yeah, it makes sense.
When you watch it, you go, "Oh, they're in it together." This is so fucking obvious.
Yeah, but it's so subtle that you miss it.
Yeah, but at that moment, you just think, nah, it's weird. But on that basis, like, it's so... I feel like Attack on Titan...
planned out.
When Attack on Titan finishes, 100% Attack on Titan is going to be one of them animes where you go, I have to go and rewatch it to see them moments where there is inklings of it pointing toward... Like, the bits where Eren had planned it for it to be what it is now. I feel like Attack on Titan will be one of them where you'll go back and you go, "Oh my god, I didn't realise that. That's incredible." So based on that, it's better than My Hero. But saying that in like 10 years time again, there's nothing to say that My Hero won't be looked at as being absolutely amazing, potentially.
Yeah, 100%. And to be honest, you've just persuaded me completely with that statement. So I'd even say Attack on Titan's beating Full Metal. Because on that alone.
Yeah, if an anime, it's the same with any sort of content, films, cartoons, anime, TV programs, even YouTube videos, anything, right? If it makes you go back and watch it again, to me that means that one, you obviously really like it, but two, there's a reason why your brain decided to go back to it. And I think Attack on Titan is definitely going to make a lot of people go back.
Yeah, 100%.
It's definitely one of them animes that's going to make you watch it once, twice, 3, maybe even 4 times to get the full story and everything down, and then you'll have a full understanding of it. On that basis, it deserves a spot in the final.
Not only that, I think it deserves to win the final.
I've made it that good, yes!
No, because the thing is,
would actually.
On replayability, I'd be more inclined to go back and watch Attack on Titan over Bleach.
Yes. Yeah, but I've not seen Bleach, but I get that feeling as well. It's just, it's like we said, if Dragon Ball Z was in here, there's not a lot of me that wants to fully go back and watch all of Dragon Ball Z. There's moments that I remember that I'd go back and watch, but I don't want to watch the full, like, so many hundreds of episodes. And I imagine that'd be the same with, say, like, One Piece.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to watch the entire thing. I'd want to watch the moments of where it builds up.
Exactly.
But Attack on Titan is kind of like every episode has a meaning. There are the boring episodes where they're just talking and nothing really happens.
You think they're boring.
But when you rewatch them, then there could be something going on.
Exactly. Yeah. This is it.
It's like even with just the first season when like the Titans are just more like a horror aesthetic of anything.
Yeah.
They're not actually able to fight them off properly.
Yes.
But I think having the double genre is kind of quite a nice little niche for it as well, because it goes from horror survival to basically action and
we're going on the attack now.
Yeah,
and at this moment as well, I feel like you just said, you got that double genre. So I think you said it the other day. The first 2 seasons feel very horroristic, like in the sense of like. It's run and hide. There's nothing you can do.
Yeah, and then, there's very minimal you can do.
And then it, like, obviously season 2 starts. You start to see the inkling because you got Levi, and you're like, oh, there's a bit there, and obviously Eren's now on their side in terms of like as a Titan. So you're kind of like, okay, there's got some hope here, and like you said, it goes more into an action anime, and where we are at now, we've got not just the action. We've got the horror back, because spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't seen it, what we're witnessing with Eren doing what he's doing, there's a horror element of like, oh, he's gonna do it. It's like
global extinction.
Yeah, it's like this is insane, like actually insane. So it's like it's circled itself back round, which is there's not a lot of animes that can do that. But to have done that,
it's not only that as well. It's like, even again, spoilers. Eren being like basically the final villain in this whole story. There isn't any definitive way you can think of how they're going to stop him. That's what's making like the horror element come back as well.
You literally have to go to the manga to get any information. But if you just stick to the anime,
you're clueless.
You're like, there are many ways where this could go.
I don't know. I can only see.
He can either
predict where the ending's going to go. Eren's going to get stopped. That's pretty predictable.
If you go into it with an open mind, you've never seen any of the manga, you don't know anything about the manga, and you go into it as anime strict.
It might be different from the manga, because I remember reading about the anime.
Yeah.
Because they wanted to change the ending.
Yeah, because the manga, because people didn't like the manga ending.
So they were thinking about changing the ending.
Yeah, which brings me to Neon Genesis Evangelion, which is why they did basically 3 endings. You had the series ending, which was just so weird. You had the first film ending where it's extinction, and then you had the new 3 films, or the later 3 films, where the first film was the series again, but like renewed, and then the second story, and then the final story that they've only just done was like a happier ending. Attack on Titan could go the same way. They could maybe go, we're going to do 2 endings. We're going to give you really bad and we're going to give you really good. Like you said, he's probably going to get stopped, but they could just go through with, he's going to do it.
Everybody dead.
And that's it. Or he could stop himself in a way. Or he gets stopped by someone. Or... You know,
there's possibilities.
There's more ways than one that this could go on. Like you said, the manga ending, people weren't happy with it, is what I know. So I wouldn't be shocked if they did change it, but they could literally give us multiple endings like Neon Genesis Evangelion. But on that basis, I feel like Attack on Titan is going to be like Neon Genesis Evangelion, where it's going to be spoke about for years.
Yeah, it's already been spoken about for years anyway, because even when, let's say, like the latest season, when it dropped, when Rumbling dropped, it topped the US Billboard.
Yeah.
In terms of songs. And it's a Japanese anime song.
Attack on Titan's like 10 years old as well, isn't it? Already.
I don't know if it's 10 years old. I know it's old now, but...
I'm sure it released in like 2012.
Let me have a look.
Or it was like 2014, might be 8 years, something like that.
2013. Bloody hell, 9 years.
So it's 10 years next year, and they're going to finish it. Hopefully, they keep saying they're going to finish it, and then we get another season. It's like, please, just finish it.
Well,
but I wouldn't be shocked if they finished it and then people moaned, because there's always going to be people that moan regardless of what way it goes.
Everyone's going to moan.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be shocked if they use the momentum and the popularity of the anime to go, we'll do another ending, we'll make a second ending, and then let people decide what they want.
I mean, maybe.
Pick. I wouldn't be shocked.
They could make it.
Yeah. Honestly, Neon Genesis Evangelion was the same. That film, the series ended, and everyone went, that's really such a weird ending. And it was a really weird ending for the time it came out. And then the director just went, yeah, we've got an ending. Yeah, we'll make it, no problem. And it was like a couple of years after. And that ending hit fucking hard. Everyone went, what the fuck have you done? And obviously, some people accepted it and went, fair enough, that's an ending, it's cut it, it's done, it's finished. And then they went, no, we're going to remake it. We're going to remake it for, like, you know. And they went with a happier ending.
Just like satisfy the entire audience in like their own ways.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, why not?
Anyway, we're getting sidetracked massively.
Attack on Titan.
Yeah, Attack on Titan is the winner.
Attack on Titan, and it's a deserving winner.
We're taking that long, you've broken it.
Yeah, literally, it's off to the side. I'll line it up.
It's fine.
Yeah. But yeah, Attack on Titan, worthy winger. A winner.
Yeah, winner, chicken winger.
You know, you could, like we said before, we could argue that you could put JoJo in, and maybe that'd get in, and maybe a bit further, or Dragon Ball Z.
JoJo, Inuyasha, Dragon Ball Z, One Piece.
All these. We're going with what we've got. I'm pretty proud that Bleach got as far as it did, if I'm brutally honest.
I'm happy with how far Bleach got. And Soul Eater, for that matter, as well.
And Full Metal.
Full Metal did really well. I'm quite surprised.
And there's nothing to say that stuff like, you know, Fate's still stuff for Fate being made. Fate could be up here in a couple years' time. Demon Slayer, My Hero. There's all these animes that are still very early and still being made that could potentially take that #1 spot. But I feel with what we've got at the moment with Attack on Titan and what it's done in Western culture as well as Japan, how big it is, with it ticking a load of boxes, and where it could go, worthy winner.
100%.
Yeah.
I'm happy with Attack on Titan winning this.
Yeah. But let us know down in the comments. We're going to leave this down in the comments for, in the description for people to do on their own. Let us know what you picked. Have we chucked out one of your favourite animes early? I mean, there was a couple of weird ones in there, like Tiger Bunny, never heard of, ever.
No. But I'm very happy that I actually searched up 91 and then kicked out Prison School.
Yeah. That's, again, why would you put Prison School in best animes of all time?
It's not.
It's just weird.
It's an amusing little gag anime, if anything. It's not greatest of all time.
It's got funny moments in it for me.
Yeah, it's an amusing gag anime.
It's also very strange.
Yeah.
You know,
amusing gag anime.
I've watched it. Don't need to watch it again.
Just leave it where it is.
Let's not talk about it anymore. But yeah, let us know what you've picked. Leave a like, subscribe as well, and we will see you in the next one. Goodbye.
Goodbye for now.